Yeah, what you just described is called a security, and that's a regulated activity. So when you put your money into a common pool with the expectation of profit solely from the work of others, or there's critical entrepreneurial or managerial effort, you have a regulated activity. That's called a security. Hex is the opposite of that. If I die right now and hex.com goes offline right now, it doesn't affect anybody. You mint your own rewards using your own labor, your own effort, very similar to what a Bitcoin miner does, except instead of destroying the environment, you just delay gratification and wait a little while. You mint your own rewards in Hex. No one else gives them to you. So I don't do any work for you, none whatsoever, which is why you don't see me doing the things that other cryptocurrency founders do. Talking about fake partnerships, like they shop for their employees at McDonald's and then they say, we're partnered with McDonald's. No, you're not. You're scamming. Or they say, oh, we're going to add these features, Litecoin's like, oh, we're going to add confidential transactions. Never happened. Scam. And then you go look at the wallets. Vitalik sells Ethereum. Chainlink sells Chainlink. Charlie Lee Litecoin sells the top, right? Makes the top. Both Vitalik and Charlie have sold the top on their respective coins. But then you look at the Hex market and you analyze all of those coins that were tied to the origin address, and they've never been sold on market, never. And so everything that we do in Hex is better. We have a 100% uptime. Does your bank have 100% uptime? No, it doesn't. Does Visa and MasterCard have 100% uptime? No, they don't. And cryptocurrencies obviously have value because they replace payment networks like PayPal, Visa, MasterCard that you are slave to, that if they don't allow you to transact, you have no more freedoms. The freedom of transaction is the basis for all other freedoms. You don't have freedom of speech if you can't drive to where the speech is happening. You don't have freedom of assembly if you can't drive to where the assembly is happening. You don't have freedom of movement if you can't pay for them to print your passport, which is getting more and more expensive. If you don't have the freedom to transact, which less and less people every year, all of us are nearly banned at every moment. You say the wrong thing on social, you're banned. You say the wrong thing in Canada, they come to your house and knock on your door and beat you up about it. And by the way, in Canada, did you know that if you try and buy gold, you have to pay GST? And there's only a very, very, very minute subset of gold, which is finer than 99.5% pure, which is exempted from that VAT or GST that you call it. But when you buy cryptocurrency, does the government beat you up for 20% on the in? No, they don't. No, they don't. Because cryptocurrency is a superior product. And Hex monetizes time. PulseChain removes all the destruction of the environment as the world's largest free airdrop. A lot of people forget Hex was given away for free. If you had Bitcoin, you were given Hex for free. And at the top, it would have increased the value of your Bitcoin by 20%. 20% free extra Bitcoin. And Bitcoin ran up 15x from the COVID dip. Ethereum ran up 50x from the COVID dip. Hex ran up hundreds of x. We're outperforming everything. And that's just one of my products. You know, the Hex chat room's only got 40,000 people in it. PulseChain's got 65,000 people in it. Over $1 billion has been sacrificed to support freedom of movement and freedom of speech. And we just do absolutely everything better. And at some point, people have to realize it and recognize it. I have invented solutions to things Peter cares about. Self-sovereignty, removing middlemen, efficiency, getting rid of environmental destruction, giving people yield, getting people to delay gratification, putting people in charge of their own finances where no one can stop you from paying yourself your own rewards. I have solved all these things.